Hello and welcome to another Delboy random gameplay video. Only this one is a little bit different because it's one I've been to before, called Army of Ruin. Only what happened was, on Thursday this week, just yesterday, a new major update was released onto Steam. So Army of Ruin is an early access game which you can buy now for a very small price. And they have a roadmap all the way up until July where it will become a direct release as a full product. Until that point, they have a roadmap where they are adding features, taking features away, changing some things. Yesterday, a major update was dropped, and this major update has added a new area called Forsaken Glacier. It has 3 missions, new enemies, 2 new weapons and 8 new trinkets. So basically this is quite a big deal. It's almost like having a whole new area added to Vampire Survivors. They've redone the UI, so the interface has basically been done. There's an improved performance, more character definition information so you can see a little bit more about the characters, and there's an explosion effect for killing the bosses, amongst other things. So I thought, hey, let's do an update on this major update. So as we can see on the interface just here, we've got the normal play, which if I click has now got the Forsaken Glacier, just as I mentioned before, with the Forge City, the Ancient Forest and the Defiled Gate Graveyard still there. The upgrade system looks sort of like the same. I can't really see too many major things there. I think it's a little bit cleaner. The unlocks definitely has the extra gloss here. If I click on characters, there's definitely a little bit more information. And the challenges, yes. Now, the one thing that I've mentioned to the developers about the challenges is that I think it would be nice to have them in a sort of an order with the ones that you've completed down the bottom, or a filter to show these are the ones you've got to do and these are the ones that you've done. I think a filter works better. We'll see whether that comes off, because I think that would be really quite nice. But other than that, it looks all very nice, and I'm quite excited to play this new level. So we'll go to the Forsaken Glacier. We'll choose the first tier of it. We won't use a ruin, although there are ruins here. And we will choose Selena. Yes, why not? Selena recovers part of her health, and I believe she's a projectile, a short-range attack. Yeah, projectile, the gauntlets. So I'm going to try and build this up to be a projectile knight and see how we go. And it's on a glacier, so I'm expecting it to be snowy. We'll see. Here we are, wave 1. Yes, and it's very snowy. Oh, yes. There's my glacier. My gauntlets firing. Certainly a bit harder, these creatures. Okay, we'll have the staff. We need some things that just fire out of you, as well as things that are close to you. So, but it is one of the projectiles that I'll want to build on. Quite like the music so far. Looks like we've only got trinkets now. I need either a leaf, a little lasso, or a snow. So let's see, we've got all of those here. I think I will choose Army of Thorns. That will increase my weapon evolution for gauntlets. It will aid towards that anyway later on. Remember, this is just like Vampire Survivors, where you have a weapon and then you try to evolve the weapon by getting 5 upgrades to it. So I could increase now my gauntlets, or I could look at having a new weapon, the throwing axe. I'm not a big fan of the throwing axe, and I've already got the leaf there, so I think we'll upgrade the gauntlets and hope that the trinkets will grow as I need them to. So we're not seeing much of the map at the moment, but that's because I'm trying to kite and get some experience first of all. But from what I can see, it's looking all very nice. So I don't like that creature, I don't like the throwing axe, and I've already got to leave. So I'm going to re-roll. And we're going to have the Onyx coin, because generally I will get something that uses the sun emblem, but I could do with more money if this doesn't pay off as me completing the level and defeating the boss. So I think that was a good thing to do there. I didn't want to re-roll if I could help it, but unfortunately that is the luck of the draw with these games on what you get for your experience. So automatically I've got one of the mini bosses. Luckily the gauntlet is doing some weapons to that. I'll pick up the chest and see what it gives me. Yeah, upgraded the Onyx coin, which I thought it might do. We'll upgrade the Onyx coin again rather than re-roll. So these graphics for the snow are quite nice. It's very clean. I can see everything. There's nothing that's making it too difficult to see what's going on at the moment. So that's all very good. We'll have the gauntlets again. Could do with a better range of weapons if I can. Could do with a magic staff or firestorm or something. Blazing armor, no, we'll have the Army of Thorns again. Still very lackluster with what it's giving me in regards to weapons. Let's hope for a little bit more. No, re-roll. We'll have the Frozen Cross, yes. That'll aid with picking up the experience points, but also increase one of my weapons, which uses one of the trinkets. So that's quite good. Oh, that's a speed up. Now we're starting. I'll have a fire staff. The duration of this, I was going to say, was quite good. Now, I want the Spectral Dagger for definite. That fires a plethora of spears, as you can see. So that's going to really help me with my projectile. Now, the Golden Trident is definitely a well and true one for me to get. So I'm going to have that now before I lose it. And I think we'll have to start moving on and having a little look at the map. From what I can see, though, there's a wall at the top here. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a wall at the bottom, which means that this is really quite tight, this level. Unless there's a wall for me to go through. Right, we'll have the Onyx coin again. We definitely need to now get some trinkets to bolster up my weapons. So I've maxed out really the Onyx coin. But what I wanted to show was there's a wall at the top there, and there's a wall down the bottom here. This gives me vibes of the library level of Vampire Survivors, where it's a horizontal level. Right, now what could we do with here? We definitely need, I think, this harp for the lasso type one, or we could do with some flames. 20% more money. Yes, I think we'll get that. And I think we'll start moving on. So, as I said, it looks like a very narrow level. And I'm going to start weaving up and down to see whether it is a horizontal level or not. So far, wow, the graphics are really very crisp. They look lovely. They've changed the graphics for where the items are on the right-hand side. I'll show you that again in a moment. What could we do with here? We'll have... Deal 20 more damage to enemies when activating your skill. Not a very good one. We'll re-roll. Enchanted Harp. Yes, pick up. That'll do. So you can see the little orange symbols on the right with the arrows pointing towards where the bigger chests and the bosses are. That's definitely cleaner than the old method, which was just big arrows. This definitely is a narrow level so far. Get some money up together and increase my daggers. Increase my gauntlets to 5. So hopefully when I get a chest, I'll be getting an evolution of that weapon. That would be good. Really like the music. It's definitely booming. I'm rushing down here because I'm trying to get to one of the mini bosses. So what have we got here? Throwing axe, explosives, crawling root. Don't like any of those. I think we'll have to have these. Elixir of health. Yeah, we'll have that. So we'll keep going. Oh, there's creatures now coming out of the ice. That's very nice. I do like that. So far, I am turning my build into a projectile build, and I'm quite happy with it at the moment. We'll have the energy bolt as the last projectile. What I could do with now is lots of experience to build up the trinkets and evolution of the weapons. You'll see that I'm heading for that purple boss, which is on the top right. It is in the middle right of the screen. That's where one of the mini bosses is. And that's why I'm rushing to get there. Because that will give me more experience and more trinkets. So we'll increase the frozen cross. Wave 7, so there's only 10, so I've really got to get cracking. But this is only a 10 wave. There we are. This is one of the bosses. As you can see, it's much bigger and it's moving much faster. I think they have done some improvements on the performance. This is definitely moving quicker. There we go. Have we got an evolution? Yes, my gauntlets have been evolved. Good. These gauntlets will now be firing much stronger. And as you can see, I'm now heading for the other boss, which is on the left-hand side. There's another little mini-boss. See if we can kite him in a little bit without getting trapped myself. Don't want to get too trapped. Come on. There. No evolution, that's a shame. Still not too bad, and I've still got a gap at the top that I can slip through, so that's brilliant. See if I can get some experience and some chests. But the projectile build I tend to find are the fun ones to do rather than pools of acid and those sort of builds. I do like building up projectiles. We will evolve the trident. getting hit a little bit. I think there's a case down here. Ah! Yeah, it's still horizontal. There's a chest. Yes, an evolution. So I think that'll be the golden cross, yeah. Notice that every evolution makes those weapons super large. So you can see which ones that I've expanded. So far so good. Although this is only the first level of this new glacier, so I'm not expecting anything to be super difficult on this level. Only 10 waves. I've maxed out my weapons for a short amount of time. Oh, there we are, another chest. Oh yes, got 3 out of that one. That worked out really well. There we go. Let's armor of thorns, see if we can get that up to 5. Definitely the dagger I want up to 5 if I can get it. I might run out of time before that occurs. Yeah, those projectiles, look at that. Definitely a good build if you can do it. Fire staff. Let's freeze everybody. There we go. While they're frozen, they can't kill you. You can walk straight through them. Let's get the spectral dagger up to 5. There we go. There's one of the bosses. Frozen cross. As you can see, my gauntlets and the backfiring trident is just making sort of like mincemeat a little bit. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but the boss came on just as I was killing that creature there. Wow! Got 5 there, I think. So I'm going to go for the boss shortly. Now the boss has got some circular daggers going around it. Wow. Need to not touch those. That's the first time I've seen a circular effect of a... Oh, wow. Definitely got clobbered then. Oh, don't get hit by those. They really are horrible. Yeah, screw those up. They sort of follow you around. But still, I'm making good progress with killing the boss. I think my projectile strategy was the right one to take. And, oh, there we are, killed the boss. Brilliant. Great, so I'm expecting the map not to show any upwards or downwards really, because it's a horizontal level. I did evolve 2 of my weapons with the stars. You can see the braces and the cross was done. Quite happy with that. And from a point of view of a new level, it's nice to see that they've tried something different with the horizontal aspect of things. And they've cleaned up this interface as well, because I've noticed that it's showing you the evolution of the weapons that I did at the top, as well as showing the DPS points that I was doing for each of the weapons. We'll press OK. And it's telling me what the recommended challenges are, and you can see it's asking me now to go back to the glacier, but do it with a different character to get another trinket, or go to one of the old levels, the forest, and get a weapon. That's quite good. I've opened up another character earlier on, so it looks very much like I've got some more work to do, as well as weapons and trinkets. They have all increased. There are now 68 weapons and 46 trinkets, yes. So they've definitely done some work here. And I've got some money out of that, and that's the end of the first look at Army of Ruin and the Forsaken Glacier. That really is nice, and to give that out as a freebie when the price of this Vampire Survivor type game, I think all of these indie developers that are making these types of games are just giving us so much value for money. I'm still thumbing up Army of Ruin as one of the gems of last year that everybody, I think, should pick up, and their roadmap is just getting closer and closer to full release, and I'm quite excited to see what will happen in the next major release. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been so nice to go back to Army of Ruin after a couple of weeks of not playing it, and I hope you got some benefit of looking to see what the new level looks like. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye and salute until next time. Bye bye.